Whose idea was that?
Who, to show Onana's goal?
It didn't really work out.
His assistant.
Yeah.
It was our great producer, Mike. Do you want to have a word with Mike?
It just didn't quite work out, did it, Mike? Let's be honest.
What, do you think it was my idea?
Well, that's why
because it was
I
Onana?
wasn't sure, because you were so pushing it. I thought this must have been your idea.
Well, honestly, if I were to show a highlight, it probably wouldn't be of one of a current United player doing better, allegedly, away from United.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, because that's a long list.
That's a very long list, and we keep seeing it.
Scott McTominay, how you doing?
Rasmus Højlund, how you doing? Anyways, Jan-Åge Fjortoft is joining us, so let's get right into it.
I didn't play for Manchester United, so I've had a bad day.
Oh, Jan, you always have great days. Although you're a little hoarse, were you yelling at the Arsenal game?
Yes, I had one of those weekends. I did 2 games yesterday. I went to Liverpool. I did Liverpool-Everton. Then I went down M62. I did Manchester United-Chelsea. And after the games, it's the worst rain you've seen in the history of raining in UK, and that tells you a lot. And I was standing there waiting for a taxi that never arrived. And I was the wettest man since last time I was in Manchester. So, and then I went to Arsenal today. So that's why I have this sexy Joe Cocker style of the voice.
Oh, hello. I thought it was just because you were screaming after Erling Haaland's goal today.
You're going to sing us a song now, Jan?
Good old Joe Cocker.
With a little help from my friends.
We'll be your backup
Man,
singers,
I did not have Joe Cocker making the show today.
All right, let's get into the first question, shall we? Arteta started with 4 centre-backs and 3 defensive midfielders. Is Arteta to blame for being too conservative with his approach? And will he always be Pep's assistant? Ouch.
Ouch, ouch. I went out to...
Sorry, go on, Jan. Go on.
No, I went out in the street today and asked fans about this, about will Arteta ever win a title, or is it better that he plays well and everything? So there was this guy, he was from India, and he traveled all over the world to see his dear Arsenal. And he said, I love Arsenal, I love the way we play and everything, and blah, 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 blah. I so support Arteta. And then I asked him, but would Pep win the league with his team? And then he looked at me and said, of course. So he's killed his own argument. So I think you have to risk something, but sometimes I think we are a bit harsh on them because they dominated the game against Manchester City today, and we talked about that in the show as well. You not often see Pep Guardiola being so played off the park in terms of being so deep.
Yeah, but you know what they say, you don't get trophies for dominating the park.
Hey, by the way, no wonder that Jan is losing his voice. He's going around London talking to Arsenal fans after the game.
Not in London conditions, Jan, late at night. Come on.
With a microphone.
Oh, geez.
The traffic as well.
The traffic from the Emirates, too. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, the next question is also about Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, so let me get to it as well. Isn't Arteta's approach against Manchester City today playing for the draw instead of going for the jugular, and that's the exact reason why he won't win the league? Are we calling it already?
He wasn't playing for the draw. I don't think.
No.
I don't think that was really certainly wasn't my point. He just wasted too much time before he tried to win the game. Try and win the game from the kick-off. Don't wait till half-time. Especially against a team that ends up, whether it's Man City or anybody else, a lot of the time at home, Arsenal are going to be up against this situation. So you can't afford to waste 45 minutes because when it's so congested, there's no space, and certainly when you don't have any players on the field that are capable of opening it up, then you're going to make it tough for yourself. So, yeah, he didn't play for the draw. But not going for the jugular.
I think they missed.
Absolutely, it was a problem.
I think that especially today, I'm not saying that just because he's a fellow countryman, but I think a game like this, Stevie, and we talked a lot how deep they were, they missed Martin Ødegaard. Because that is Martin Ødegaard's big strength, to open small, tight areas. So I think they missed him today as well.
We didn't mention this in the show, and it's not part of the question, but it's something that I think it's worth talking about. How about the sprint of Erling Haaland?
Yeah.
When he starts even with Gabriel, and he gets going, and it's like Gabriel wasn't even there. Erling Haaland goes on to score the goal. Gabriel is still like...
Still catching up.
And we think of Gabriel as a top line defender, which he is. But in the moment in which they started running, side by side, that didn't last. That side by side was done in about 10 yards. Erling Haaland was gone. And then to top that off, it's one thing to have the speed, but then to top that off with the quality of the finish, that was impressive from Erling Haaland. When you see that happening, as much as he's able to run in behind, it actually plays into the hands of Manchester City being more conservative in the way that they play and getting out on the counter, because he can give you that. And when you see that mismatch in speed, it's just a shame that Manchester City was not able to actually exploit that more often, because they weren't able to complete the first pass out of pressure, which would allow then Haaland to get in behind.
Good point. Good
It's
point.
because like 3 of Gabriel's strides equate to 1 of Erling Haaland's strides.
Well, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm a track and field expert. That's what Usain Bolt used to say.
okay.
It's true, because he's so tall, he's so long, his reach, he's like a cheetah. He spends more time in the air. And maybe Erling Haaland's the same.
What's your specialty in track and field?
Well, I come from a track and field nation, but I just was very slow. I'm the slowest Jamaican you will find.
All right.
I was good in swimming.
I love Usain Bolt. I love Usain Bolt. He came to Norway to try to play football. He didn't get a contract, but he still was very quick. But Erling Haaland today as well, as we said in the show, when he was going up there, he was shouting, wait, wait, wait. And the funny thing is, when Manchester City are so deep, he can really play out his strength because there is so much space. And I'm with Ali. If they found that, they found it one time in second half, remember, when he should maybe have played Foden. I'm not sure about the angles 100%, but as we were seeing the forward position, maybe he should, but normally he scores on those. But there's so much space for him to take advantage of, and Manchester City didn't take advantage of that big space today.
Yes, indeed. When he takes off like that, good luck. It's a courtesy run at that point. You see courtesy dives, you just courtesy run with him.
Is he quicker than Usain Bolt? Is he quicker than Usain Bolt?
You know, we're going to have them run, although I think Usain probably has a couple of years on him now.
Yeah.
Still beat him.
I think he'd still beat him. I'm backing my countryman. Next question, shall we? Looking at this one's for Jan. Jan, will you be attending the Ballon d'Or tomorrow evening?
No, I'm not invited. I can't believe it. Not even nominated, not invited, and nothing.
That's
so
rude.
I'm not. No. So I was sitting with Craig Burley and throwing cheese pops or anything. I will do nothing at all.
No, get yourself a hot toddy. Yeah.
Yes.
Sort that cold
Exactly.
Sort that cold out. Or call our Frank Leboeuf. He's got
Yeah.
friends in high places at France Football. I'm sure he can copy an invite.
I would also suggest, Jan, just for the future, that if you have a day off, I don't know why your first choice was to spend it with Craig Burley.
Oh, sorry.
We're losing Jan. We're going to plow through these because poor Jan's fading.
I was just thinking of that. Hello, I have a bad day. Is Craig Burley at home? No, I agree.
Oh, well, Craig, we will be back indeed. Next question
We
now.
love Craig.
Looking at Ferran Torres' performance objectively since Hansi Flick took over, isn't he making a strong case to be Lewandowski's successor as Barcelona's number 9? Is this a simple yes, Ale?
Well, right now it is a simple yes. But it doesn't mean that Lewandowski doesn't have a role in this team. It just means that Ferran Torres is playing at that high of a level that while Lewandowski's been nursing an injury, Ferran Torres has come in and has been outstanding, productive, moving with the ball, moving without the ball, playing underneath, playing on the side, and beyond Lewandowski when he plays alongside Lewandowski. Look, if your job as a striker is to take advantage of goal-scoring opportunities, to make yourself available in the build-up as a hold-up player, to run in behind with little diagonal movement, to find movement of the shoulder of defenders, if that's the definition of what a striker should do, Ferran Torres is doing all of those things at a very high level right now. So right now, the answer is you stick with Ferran Torres.
Love that. Next question. It's for Jan again. Jan, being an unbiased person from Norway, unbiased, eh? Who should Arteta play at the 10 when everyone is healthy? Eze or Odegaard?
It's like when your wife asks you,
I know where this is going.
which person would you like to be on an island with alone? A, me, B. So I would go Ødegaard straight away, yeah, absolutely.
Is that Jan being unbiased?
No. I'm not unbiased at all. Yes, I do love Ødegaard, and I see the quality of the essay. We saw that with a fantastic pass today to Martinelli. Looks like a quarterback for NFL, by the way. But Martin Ødegaard, as Arsenal is playing, we have been talking through the whole show, and one of the answers today, that they can't seem to get away through a wall. The best player in the Premier League to find a place in a hole and a defense that is, or a team that is very deep is Martin Ødegaard. Don't forget the past. Don't forget when he's at his best. Unfortunately, for now, the whole Norwegian nation is praying that he will be back because we have a chance to get to a World Cup.
Oh dear, it's all falling apart with Jan today. We need to let Jan go and have a hot toddy.
Somebody wants you gone.
Someone wants you gone. I think his vocal cords are saying, "Get me out, Gaffer."
Hey,
all right, let's go to the final question.
You bring up Craig Burley. That's what happens.
That's what happens. Craig's ghost is looking at us. Final questions for Stevie. Stevie, why are the Patriots so bad? This is the football that I don't know anything about,
well,
so I'm going to defer to you.
I have to tell you, I'm one of those fair weather fans. When I was
a glory hunter.
When I was at the Revs, obviously we were in the same building. We played in Gillette Stadium. So I used to go to the games. I used to know all the players. I used to know all the results.
And you were always winning.
I used to go to the game, the whole thing.
And you were always winning.
But since I left Boston and came to Connecticut, I just lost complete touch with it. So I couldn't give you any sort of analytical answer other than the crap.
That's pretty much. Al is our resident NFL expert.
That's about as much as my knowledge.
I would ask you this, Stevie. What departure you think was more significant? Tom Brady leaving the Patriots, Bill Belichick leaving the Patriots, or you leaving the organization?
Stevie.
Well, I think it's easy. The first answer is obviously myself.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And things
clearly
fell apart since then.
But,
exactly.
But at the end of the day, Tom Brady is the answer. Because it doesn't matter how good a coach you are. The guys on the field, if they're not up to it, then there's not a lot you can do. You can only give them instruction and help them. You can't actually do it for them. So I'd have to say Tom Brady.
I still think it's Stevie Nicol.
I still think it's Stevie Nicol, even though I don't know anything about NFL.
Stevie Nicol from Norway and England as well.
There you go. All right, well, that's it for Extra Time, guys.
All right.
We will be back on the show tomorrow. Dan Thomas will be here, and Gab Marcotti, as well as Craig Burley.
What about Jan? No? Okay.
I'm going for a toddy.